Welcome back guys to a brand new video, and now today we are going to be talking all about the new changes to the roadmap for ARK Survival Ascended. Now this is going to be a pretty cool thing considering the game has been delayed, and I was wondering what that noise was. I thought I heard like a giant, I still have the Indorex mod installed, and sometimes I always think one's going to be like creeping up on me, but yeah, we got one of the commentary videos again today where we just talk through all of the new changes and stuff that is happening. This is obviously a positive one, even though I feel like everything when it comes to ARK Survival Ascended always ends up being negative because of delays and things. And you know, we always, as the ARK community, we always all say to each other the same thing. Are we going to see some positive news today? Is the community going to be celebrating? Is the community going to be excited? And pretty much most of the time, it's actually really sad to say, we always end up with some form of like, oh, here we go again. Like always, it never changes. But if you guys do enjoy today's video and you get all the news you need to know, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because it seriously helps me so much. Like, thank you for everyone has supported so far on these commentary videos. So let's talk about it. ARK Survival Ascended. So since our last ARK Survival Ascended roadmap post, we've had a few questions regarding ASA, and here's some information which we hope clears up any confusion or misunderstanding. So obviously we're on Ragnarok. Whenever I do one of these commentary videos and stuff, I always pick whatever map is like, you know, like maybe like the new Gigantoraptor or something that's coming to Ragnarok. So we always head on to it to have a little look at the old version before we get to play the new version in, well, I was about to say in October, but no, this version, the new version of Ragnarok isn't coming to ARK Survival Ascended until Q1 2024. So it's still a little while away until we be playing that. So the $44.99 game, or the $39.99 at launch discount price point for ARK Survival Ascended, which includes the Island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, Genesis Part 1 and 2, as well as the 3 non-canon maps we had previously released as official mod maps. You will not be required to pay extra for any of the old or, you know, past released content. Now, I kind of knew that already. I don't know. I didn't know if Wildcard really needed to go over that again, because they've talked about that a couple of times about how you know, all of that stuff is going to be free as it is, which again is something from the beginning. As I said, shouldn't have even for me personally been a thing that they had to say or change. You know, when you're paying for remastered content, you shouldn't have to repay for a DLC that you've already paid for. That's my personal opinion on it. Like, that's just the way I see things. For new content, 100%, I never mind buying new paid DLCs. I always look forward to that with Wildcard when they release it. It's always a lot of fun, and it's one of my favorite times in the ARK community when we all were waiting on launch day for a DLC. Just felt like forever since one of those days. Genesis Part 2 was the last time we managed to have that as a community together, so way too long. So yeah, everything will be free. We don't have to worry about that. But the new exciting content, which Wildcard hadn't mentioned anything on, they still haven't mentioned anything on the new DLC, the paid one that's meant to be coming out, which is just so strange. But mods are going to be available day one on every platform exclusively through Overwolf, whether you're on PC or consoles. Additionally, we will not be launching with premium mods until later in the year. We'll have more information on the modding process as we get to the launch of the game, and we cannot wait for you to get your hands on it. So this is why I really want to do like a commentary video on this, because you know, it's such an easy way to get feedback from you guys in the community and everything. So they're launching mods on day one as an exclusively with PC and consoles, but not premium mods. Now, the one really weird thing I'm finding with this at the moment is what is going to be the difference between mods and premium mods. So I was talking to a lot of friends about this, about how we think this is going to work, how these, you know, how these changes between those different mods are going to be. And I am slightly worried because I'm scared that the premium mods are going to like be the things that everyone's really going to want. The reason why I'm not bothered about paying for premium mods is because I know a lot of the top games do it, Minecraft do it, and so I understand. And also, the mod authors get 50% of all of the premium mods that are sold. And I'm always there I've made countless amounts of videos on talking, covering mods over the years. And I love supporting mod authors because for me personally, they are the people that have kept this alive. Now, I don't want to take like loads of credit and say that, because I know that a lot of people say YouTubers are some of the things that keep the game alive and stuff, but we wouldn't have been able to create all of that content if it wasn't for the mod creators, because ARK on its own would not have been enough to make new content on. Like the standard version, vanilla version of the game just wouldn't have been enough for us content creators. So we owe a lot to the mod creators for keeping this game alive. So whenever there is anything that supports them from a new premium mod or anything like that, I'm always all for it. So what I'm thinking when the mods that are launching on day one, I think it's only fair to keep, because the Steam so we're meant to be getting everything that the Steam Workshop on consoles has available to it right now on this version of the game. So I think it's only fair to allow players to have a huge variety of free mods where there's new weapons, there's new anything that hasn't been like properly, like it's hard to explain, but I think you guys will understand where I'm coming from, where I say, let's say like your friend is a mod creator on ARK and says, I'm working on a mod at the moment, it's got a bunch of new weapons on ARK, I'm going to be uploading it to Overwolf to have on the console. That type of mod should be instantly free to any creator personally. If that creator then ends up let's say, but it's a massive one, and that mod creator wants it to be a premium mod, they should have that chance to be able to be like, right, Wildcard, want this to be a premium mod, submit it through to Wildcard, and then that can be a premium mod that someone pays for. But I don't want it to be one of those things where it becomes a marketplace of non-stop things you have to pay for. If they're only like sort of 80p, well, that's what it is for me, or £2 or something like that, it won't matter to me. I just don't want the free mods to be completely just useless, because if I want to right now, I know I might not be explaining this completely clearly to you guys, because it's a lot to talk about, but I don't want, so when I'm playing this version of the game, I can go onto the Steam Workshop and I can create any version of ARK that I want to whatever's on the workshop. So let's say I wanted new weapons, I could go and get that now. If I wanted a whole new overhaul of the game with new creatures, overpowered creatures, I can do that to change the game up on the PC. And I want players that all on console have that opportunity to do that without having to spend, if they want to try a whole new server with friends, that without having to pay loads of money. That's just the way I see it, the way I'm feeling with it at the moment. I completely understand if mod maps you have to pay for. I don't think mod maps should be very expensive because they won't be finished. And that's just the way I'm seeing it at the moment. I hope that has come across to you guys. It's just, I should have really had a little script down for this part of that to talk about. But it's just that's just the way I'm feeling personally. So before I get myself more confused and talking about it, so finished mod maps that don't make it officially into the game, I'll have no problem paying for it. But if you compare a paid DLC from Wildcard expansion like a Genesis, you usually have to pay £15 for. That's understandable. So for me, mod maps shouldn't really be more than £5 or something, especially if it needs to be fully finished. So let me know what you guys in the comment section down below think about it. What would you be happy to pay for a mod? What mods do you think should be free and available to all of us so we don't have to pay anything? That, I think, is going to be the biggest thing for the community. I hope it's not going to be more disappointment. Mods launch on day one, and then there's barely anything for console players to change. There needs to be a decent list that players can just freely add to the game, as PC players have done for the last 8 years on ARK Survival Evolved. Looking forward to reading through the comments, as always, in these commentary videos. Thank you so much for watching. And I think that was pretty much everything that changed from the roadmap. Obviously, when you next see the new version of Ragnarok that we're playing on right now, say hello to Allosauruses. You won't just see Allosauruses roaming around. You will see the Gigantoraptor, which is actually going to be a giant creature. I think it's meant to be way bigger than Allosauruses. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that on Ragnarok. But that's not until Q1 2024, and it's July. But anyway, no, October's the big date. I'm going to end the video off here. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you in my next video. What is this? This is classic Ragnarok, isn't it? What a poor trike. There's no way that trike is going to have to live in a rock for the rest of this server's life. Anyway, see you guys in my next video very soon.